Immortal Unicorn, and welcome to Coffee, Tea, and Chit-Chat. We also have a general collective reading at the end of it. I'm not understanding how, if my videos are assigned to being private when I go live, or does my subscribers know? Well, at least you'll know by the end of it. Oh. Dang it. This is why Coffee, Tea, and Chit-Chat has to wait. That's okay. We'll go into a general collective reading. But wow, I was actually just seeing a video of it happening to Scotland. I did not even know. And I was wondering if it was happening to Scotland, and it must be happening to Ireland. I mean, Ireland. If it happened in Ireland, it must be happening in Scotland. Goodness. What, you couldn't bully the biggest one, so you went and tried to take over all the other countries? A bunch of them at that. Like Pakistan. There was quite a few of them. Afghanistan, Pakistan, Ukraine, some Somalia or something like that. It was wild. That is a lot. I'm curious as to like what. I can imagine it was for war with other countries, being okay, but not other countries. I mean, they're giving. So is that also what? But then you. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, y'all. I'm trying to set things up, and it's trying to even comprehend what the heck I was seeing. Hello, good morning. Welcome. This is Coffee, Tea, and Chit-Chat. Usually, we won't really do coffee, teas, and chit-chats because we always end up with some crazy fucking trolls, okay? Go in the forest and stay with your ass in the hole. You want your freedom of speech, go talk about it on your own channel. I'm just waking up still, even though I did the dishes, mop the floor. I'm still waking up. I haven't had my coffee. But I did the dishes and mopped the floor with no coffee. That's an accomplishment, I tell you what. Okay, so we'll be getting into a general collective reading after we have some literally coffee. Like, because that was so crazy because I started off doing readings. And then we moved over to Coffee, Tea, and Chit-Chat. And thank you for the like. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and share. You never know who else sees. It may entertain them. before this gets cold. My stomach's going, all right, you've had enough, please stop. Water. So I can drink my coffee without feeling freaking nauseous. You know, weirdly enough, even though you put like a little bit of those juice mixes, I don't even use the whole thing. I think that's way too much for this little bottle. So I like half it, or I'll like do a little bit for the first bottle and then have more for the second bottle. So it's not too watery. And I've noticed it, even just a little bit of that packet, it like makes it feel like you have more substance in your stomach than if you were to just drink water. It almost like it felt like it feels like it tricks my stomach. It's very weird. You know how you're supposed to like, or in the morning when you're, um, they say when you're on a diet to like drink some water. Hello, good morning. Or drink a lot of water and it'll curve it. And you can go through, and they say it's healthier. It'll actually speed up your metabolism to do that. Oh, see, now that makes sense why that doesn't work for me. It's okay, just speed up your metabolism, okay. And hello, 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 and hello. Excuse me. All right, so I'm gonna drink a little bit more of my coffee, and we'll get into a general reading. Not when you have a very high, fast metabolism. I have such a fast metabolism, high metabolism. It's so high that, unlike me right now, stirred, not stirred. I did not 420 yet. Anyway, so I have such an extreme metabolism that when I was 7 years old and I had experimental surgery on my knee because I have EDS, which is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I wonder if you can see it. Vaguely. Yeah, y'all can see it all the way down here, all the way around. And it's that big of a scar because it was experimental. They weren't sure what to do. And I was 7 years old. So, well, okay, thank you. Well, I also, I remember this too. I remember waking up in the middle of surgery. In the middle of the surgery, it started to wear off, and I remember like, I have issues with it. I can't work because of my joints, not because of the surgery, but because of my joints that my surgery was needed for. Because I was just not walking on a dislocating knee. Like my knee would just dislocate, all the time, every time I walked. And then that's why it was experimental, because I went to the specialist, and the specialist is like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "My knee dislocates." And he's like, "You should be able to walk in here." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I can jump, I can do trampoline. I fall sometimes, but I can." After the surgery, now when it pops out of place, it's murderous. It hurts so fucking bad. When I was a kid, I was always wondering why people looked at me weird, because my knee popped out of place and I ain't screaming in agony. So yeah. So that's, oh, I woke up in the middle of surgery. I remember too. I woke up, I looked around, I saw lights. I looked down at my leg and I went, oh my gosh! And then the doctors looked up and then they looked over at me. They're like, she's awake! Knock her out! Knock her out! I to this day remember it. It was so wild. It was so wild. And they say when that happens, you actually lose a piece of your soul that you have to go to through a soul retrieval to retrieve back because that's very traumatizing. It's a very traumatizing thing to wake up in the middle of surgery. Bye. Thank you for saying hi, buddy. That's awesome. Oh, yeah. We're about to get into the reading, y'all. I hope y'all are having y'all's wonderful coffee or tea, which is why coffee, tea, and chit chat. Because we can't forget our man. And Kamala supported that? What did you support our death? I'm sorry, that was so left field. I'm here just rethinking about all like about all the invasions everyone's going through, and it's cultural murder, especially when you put two over 1,000 in one area where there's 800 local folk. What are you trying to do? Kill off all the other people? I mean, that's just what it seems like. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like Russia should have ran the fuck all y'all down. Because if this is what was going to happen, I guess Russia had every right to do what he was supposed to do to you. And every other country decided to stand up for that fucking bitch instead, including me. I feel ridiculous because I thought he was standing up for something right. No, you stood up for your own country and then started invading other smaller countries. For what purpose? To create war otherwhere too? You were so worried about war, but yet you went and threw drones over down there. It's no wonder China keeps their shit quiet. That doesn't make it any better either though. It really don't. Because the quieter you are, the more I'm wondering why you're quiet. What you hiding? I sit here trying not to run my mouth, going, what is wrong with these adults? You've got adults invading other countries and not even giving a fuck about other families, unless they're families. Okay, you might as well go back to the third world country you were from. Seems how you don't care about other families. You don't care about the fact that you're forcing these locals into the fucking streets because you are entitled to be taken care of from another country, which I don't understand why y'all even had that, besides y'all were actually coming together when it came to the wars and trying to help each other relating to wars that US was creating. That's the only reason I can see y'all doing that. Because of US ass. And on all y'all didn't want to get destroyed over US having an attitude. I see that. I understand that. No wonder you had China on top of US's ass and you had Putin. And then you have this Ukraine over here causing a hell load of freaking. You're the one that fucking started the war, in my opinion. You just completely started the war. Do you even have missing kids? I'm starting to question whether you got missing kids or not. What was the war even about? Was because he was trying to go over your border? Okay, you just did it to a bunch of other people. You know what? That's non and void. You're the war Mongol at this point. Because, wow, how can you get mad for someone doing something to you and you go and do it to how many other countries? You, when did Afghanistan go to war? Last I knew, it was Iran in a war. And when? Why are all these other countries over there just so you can, instead of making your country a better country, you want to go ruin other countries and then call us racist for that? When we're just trying to freaking conserve actual culture. Well, you use that as a way to be able to get protection for your fucking country, and then you go and spread out everyone in everyone else's country to invade it. Putin should have fucking ripped your ass a new one. And you know what? That makes him look even better than you. And he was on the fucking Epstein files. Fuck. Like, it's so ridiculous. How are you getting pissed at everyone else, but yet you being the same exact thing? I honestly wonder if we're ever going to get out of this without sitting here bombing the shit out of each other. It's no different than what the heck our freaking. Oh my gosh, Lori Ball, you made it. I'm talking about what's happening to Ukraine. Same thing what we kept happening over here. And then Tyler Oliviera. I don't know how to pronounce it. But if you go in my posts, hello. If you go in my post, you will be able to see, because you have, when you go onto the channel, you'll have videos, you'll have lives, you'll have reels, and then you'll have posts. So all these videos of information that I'm getting, you can go through my posts and you can see these things for yourself as well. Hello. Um, so if you do have any questions that you're like wondering where the hell did I see that shit from, more than likely I've reposted it. So y'all know too. Besides the UK drone thing, that actually happened almost, well, I don't know exactly the times because he's done it almost 3, 4 times to Russia. Well, Russia just sits there and takes it because Russia doesn't want to create. Russia wanted peace. It seems like the only one that didn't was Ukraine, and I think there was someone else that had some sort of issue, but really the main issue, and yet Ukraine got a bunch of other countries freaking tied up into it, and yet those countries are actually in crisis over the floodings. It almost seems like they're doing it on purpose. You know what? I wonder if that's going to finally shift into world unity because everyone in their own freaking country is realizing you're just going to die off, or everyone's just going to be mixed up. There ain't going to be no such thing as culture. You are early today. It's good to see you. You had to let your Jessie dog out and then coffee at 4:20. That part. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm already. I've seen people on YouTube doing the 420. You know, it's legal. People, I mean, I guess you're not really sponsored if you're drinking on in the videos. Hmm. I just feel like we should have that freedom if it's, legal. Like it, how many times, you've got moonshiners. Like, you made a whole movie out of moonshiners. And how much of that would you have on YouTube? Probably all of it. I'm just drinking coffee. You know what it'd be? It'd just be chit-chatting about just random ass shit. But, and then we'll get into our collective reading. I just want to finish my coffee because my coffee ended up cold. Maybe I could just like 420 off to the side. I'm already kicked out of the motherfucking algorithm. I need to slang more of that cussing. So there's not. Or it must be something on your head. You best get your shit straight. Could you? Oh yeah. This is wonderful coffee. I wonder if you have like the paranormal app that shows the stick figure ghosts. I wonder if you can do that to a video as someone's doing, going live or recording, if it will pick up through the video if there's anything going on in the video or during the video relating to like paranormal activity, because they're like, there's something on your hand. I was like, okay, okay, whatever. But at the same time, like if someone's using a paranormal video or a paranormal app, there could be something legitimately on my hand that I did not know. And that would answer my question, actually. Much appreciated. I can't wait till I freaking dye my hair again. I'm probably gonna go back black because I do not have the finances to keep it white without it being that nasty yellow. Like, I'm gonna go back black, and I think black fits me so well. Yeah, well, you know. Oh man, I'm in love with someone, and I don't believe that'll ever go away, to be honest. Like, I could probably be alone for the next 8 years, and a miracle would probably have to change that. I know myself way too well. I was literally like emotionally, I was doing everything I could do to. I actually even think I caused a little bit of issues in the relationship because I felt like I had to talk to the person about this shit just to be able to release it instead of it feeling like it's just locked away. And that didn't go very well. Did not get conclusion or resolution that seemed to make things work worse. And then I don't know, one day I kept trying to get into a relationship just to get over it. And like, it itself, the emotions would ruin my relationships. That shit sucked. Hello. See, I don't, I'm so used to y'all's pictures. I'm gonna have to learn names. I don't know who anybody is no more. Fabian, you don't speak English? Then what, are you randomly just calling me buddy just to say buddy? Howdy partner. Okay. You're fine right where you are. I have to, man, I gotta remember. You're a Mari? Maori? What's a Maori? No one could forget the ball. Ah, Kayura! I know who you are. That's great. That's awesome. Welcome back. Are you the same person from the Facebook? Do you know me from Facebook? Are you the one from Facebook that taught me what that means? Because you were like means hello, and I was like, yeah, I actually know that. Kayara. Someone from my Facebook. Way the Black Heart Fullest from New Zealand. Yeah, yeah. I love New Zealand. I want to go visit y'all. Are y'all doing okay? Are y'all going through the floodings of people? I don't know, y'all Vikings. I think y'all got yourselves. What me questioning a motherfucking Viking? Kapow? Kapai? Pai? Well, it says there's Bob. I wonder what y'all cities are like. Yeah, I'm so curious because I don't think y'all kind of like, I don't think y'all's country really puts yourselves out like that. And besides with Lord of the Rings, I don't even think I've even met or seen someone in New Zealand on BIGO being able to like look out. I've seen Russia. I've seen Africa. Um, Talked with people from Scotland. You're back. Welcome back. Oh, you just had so much fun. You had to come back. Yeah, of course you could chill, hang out. That's what's up. That's what my coffee teas and chit chats are for. We all just hanging out here, being polite with each other, enjoying our morning with each other. Cook the man some eggs. For a sec. Once we were warriors. Yeah. That's awesome. You're cool. So you must be translating everything, or does YouTube translate for you? Or do y'all really put a lot of effort into understanding what, well, at least the ones that kind of want to rise up and connect, I suppose. It's intriguing to me because even on BIGO, you have to press translate. Even on BIGO, you'll see people with an Alexa translating things. Like it's yeah, like people be wanting to know what's going on. Yeah, yeah. What? That's awesome. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. That's what's up. What made you choose the tattoos? Made me choose brutal honest. Brutally honest. Brutally honest. Let's give you some brutal honesty because looks like you'd appreciate that. So, what's with my tattoos is they are my warrior marks for experiencing homelessness about 12, almost 13 years now. I'm under a roof right now, but usually I'm on the sidewalks because I actually keep injuring myself honing a job because I have too much elasticity or extremely way too flexible in my joints. And so the uh, laborious activity, even if it's just, overuse of the joint every single day, um, wears out the tendons and the muscles and will make them rip in half. And they'll either have me like laid up for a week or if not, no, for like 2, 3 weeks, I'll be laid up depending on how fast it decides to heal because I heal slower than most people because of this genetic condition, which meaning I was born with it. Some people don't realize that. So it has made it very hard for me to get a job because and with me being so young, it was very hard to get resources to help me. And with all of our immigration flood-ins, just like Scotland, just like Ireland, and just like what I hear is going on in England, um, we're being left to nothing because we're in our own country. Basically, apparently, you're going to have to leave your own country, go to another country to be able to get any sort of help, which is weird. So I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. What's happening to your culture? You're literally destroying everyone's culture, and that's what makes y'all unique. That's what makes that's what makes every individuality beautiful. You go and try to create this to be the movie The Gifted, and if you've never seen The Gifted, that's exactly what this is starting to look like. Like everybody's got to be the same, everybody's got to speak the same. You may have a little bit of a different color, but everybody's got to be able to be the same. And now it doesn't matter because all y'all mixed up within each other. And so now you ain't even got culture because all of that. And so my tattoos are my warrior markings for what I learned in going through all of that. Because at first I just wanted to find where I belong because obviously I wasn't making it in my hometown. And obviously I felt kicked and pushed out of Florida for making videos of the lack thereof of help, which is why I was so thankful for the YouTuber Tyler, because how would we know what was going on in Scotland if it wasn't for Tyler going out there and making a video about these poor local Scotlands, our native Scotlands, like our native, there's only 800 of them. Once they're gone, y'all. Like, these are things that we're going to like regret if we don't preserve. And that does not make that racist. That's taking care for each individual land's culture. And so, with learning all of this, all of them, I tell you, the prime ministers, the freaking presidents, the governors, they all got fucking pissed at me for talking about all this shit, and I don't even know what's going on. Pretty much, I'm just speaking about what the fuck y'all doing. Started protesting on the sidewalks. So going through all of that, I got the eye of Ra and the eye of Horus to pay attention to things that are revealed to you and to pay attention to things that are hidden, because not everything is what it seems to be right there. Then there's some things that are just hidden. So seeing behind the things that are kind of like being able to see beyond the veil and the mystery of things or hidden aspects of things. So it's like the tower and the star, or the sun, really. Yeah, the sun and the tower, really, or the sun and the moon, because the moon is of secrets. So I literally put them on my eyes to be able to see what is revealed and then to see all that is hidden. That's why they're there. What inspired the idea of that was because I do a lot of content creating. I've been doing content creating for a fucking long time now before I ended up homeless. Um, and I wanted makeup because I would end up homeless. I'd sometimes I'd lose all my shit. Sometimes I'd get up or I'd have somewhere to stay and I'd get up and I don't want to do makeup. I just kind of get up, do whatever I do with my hair, and then go live before the fluctuation of energy kind of dissipates. So when I have all of that creative juices flowing, I go ahead, get up, come on. Fair dinkum mate. Okay. Yeah, I'm like confused on that one. Oh, I have. Oh. So you don't have an option to You don't have an option to translate. But so that's why I've got the eyes, and it was also a part of my makeup, but I wasn't willing to be in quote unquote technically in debt $300 for just makeup tattoos. It had to have some sort of spiritual meaning to it. And with me already having my forehead done, we breathe the same air as the dinosaurs. Very much so. Okay. um so yeah, because basically the deal that was given to me when it comes to my birthday, because I wanted to give myself a birthday present, and was supposed to be able to, in a way, once again, have help to be able to get do the Social Security thing. And this was the first one that was willing to, I guess, like spot me funds until I get it figured out. It never got figured out, and I started to feel weird. There was some uncomfortable things that were I did not feel right about. I had a boyfriend at the time too that I would leave the house to go hang out with. But then they were starting to make me feel like there was an issue, even though I was dating this person before I started staying here, and so it just whole thing blew up. So needless to say, never got the SSI to be able to pay him back for the tattoos that were supposed to be for my birthday for myself. And my forehead was an opportunity too. Like I had more opportunities to get tattoos than I did even to have a job. It was easier for me to get tattoos than it was for resources to help me to get into society so that I wouldn't be inspired to tattoo the shit out of my face. I understand. Um, so it looked weird with my eyes and my forehead tattoo without my eyebrows done. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows. And the reason I have the three markings right here on my chin is because I went through a decade, well, going on like almost 3 years, over a decade, homeless. Like, I mean, like, I kind of had couches to sleep on or like a spot to sleep here and there, but nothing like stable. To me, that I don't have a home, I don't have a car. It makes me homeless. Like, so, um, that's why I've got these because I survived that without falling under addiction of hardcore drugs. Basically, I did my 420, calm me down while I keep going through this. I have tried to understand why people were so not just addicted, but they actually chose to constantly like use that drug. Some of them, it made them, they feel, I don't feel it. I mean, to a point, I could see how that's so because of wanting to experience and understand on their type of level to a point without being going on an addiction regimen of it. I wouldn't get that far. But I wanted to like understand why there was so many. Why this? And then I did. Because most of these people that were out there had some sort of mental disorder or emotional issue, or ADHD, and just their medications make them feel, but yet you're gonna eat something that is inside of those very medications you don't like. So it's like kind of didn't make a little sense to me, but it's more powerful. You actually are high than to sit here and be on a regimen of medication of something, I suppose. But if it does that to your brainstem, it makes me wonder what the hell these doctors did to these kids when it came to that Ritalin that had meth in it. I'll tell you what. And they're I had I I could tell everyone could tell for one, and that made me feel so uncomfortable. I could tell that I looked like a fucking owl because apparently like it was like this, and I already have big eyes, so apparently my eyes were even bigger. I was like, oh goodness. I could remember the whole town this person showed me in one night. Like if sober, I still would have forgotten things, and I would have had to kind of explore it myself to for it to click in my head. I I would have to ask questions again, or I'd kind of have to go around certain things, um, just to be able to remember and like yeah, remember and know where certain things were. And it was so weird that on that I was completely focused. I've never felt so focused in my life. I've never been able to sit there and have a one train thought in my life until that. It was almost like I didn't have to fight myself, except for obviously to eat, because I definitely, like, I took one bite out of a pizza and puked it up. And I went, oh yeah, I'm one of those that would be bone skinny. Like, I could not eat. That experience. I knew if I were to have ended up someone on that as an addiction, I would, I'd be skin and bones because I could not eat. And some of them can, most of them can't, but some of them can eat while, and I tried and it just made me puke it up. But yeah, it was scary. It was so scary because it was almost like what they say. It almost felt like finding a medication for your, I don't want to call it a mental disorder. It's just for a hyperactive awareness type people. Like your brain is hyperactive instead of your body hyperactive. So with your brain being hyperactive, it actually focused your hyperactiveness. And so it shooted you down whatever road of full on focus you chose. And that was the weirdest part about it. I was like, I can never touch this again. because what they described was pretty accurate. Now, what actually happens to their brain, their mind, their psyche after years of being addicted to this stuff, it does not help. It did not help at all. It is a vicious circle of sickness. And it tricks your brain while it fries the shit out your brain. Like worse than what you think weed does. It eats and deteriorates up your brain and just floods your core your not cordyceps, your serotonin and dopamine. It floods your serotonin and dopamine and just floods and floods and floods and floods and floods and floods. And so they can't be happy unless they're high. And it really, watching them go through it was one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Seeing how they live every day, seeing their camp, seeing the psychosis they would go through, but at the same time, I could tell certain ones weren't of psychosis, even though to a point they were. But as a medium, some of the things that they were experiencing, I was feeling and seeing. And I was going without being on anything, because it took me like once I did that one day and night, I didn't do it again. I didn't touch it again. But I still was in the town where like Lakeland, or yeah, Lakeland is just filled with nothing but meth heads. So like you could be just out in public, you could be at a park, and I can guarantee you there'll probably 2, 3 meth heads right there. Like Einstein was an atheist. He didn't believe in God. He believed God existed in all of us, how we treat and respect each other. That I agree with that. Appreciate you for sharing. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you for listening. Appreciate all of y'all for listening and hanging out with me. So, yes, that is what my markings are about. That's what I learned. Because I figured if I was just going to keep being forced onto the streets, I might as well problem solve the shit out of it. And that's why I know what I know. What I know. What I've experienced. And yes, people getting targeted is for real. And yes, people who actually went through some hellacious torture are actually being labeled as crazy to hide some of the things that our government does to these people that actually have such genius intelligence. Um, and it's easy for them. Get them on drugs, you can discredit everything about them. So it makes it to their advantage now, doesn't it? And but if we were all understanding and realized what was actually going on instead of believing in all the lies, you wouldn't have as much of this going on. And if you your own country and culture, instead of going into a whole nother country and destroying it, why don't you work on yours? Is it because of some sort of, I mean, is it because of food? Is it because of y'all are just that rowdy? You can't organize and make peace in your own country with your own people? I know it's hard to trust me. I'm sitting here dealing with in my own country. A leader is caring about that land. Not caring about how I'm going to get around something to, I mean, you stood up for that piece of land. Why are you getting rid of everyone? There is no war in Afghanistan. Is there a war in Afghanistan? Why is people in Afghanistan? Is it because of the Agent Orange thing? They can't make food? Is it because of the everything's poisoned? So is that why when we had that flooding in New York, is that why they allowed it? Is because we feel guilty over that? I mean, it's affecting everyone. So like, shouldn't we all know why? It's leaving all the citizens of the lands homeless. I feel like they deserve to know why. Either way, it doesn't matter. What are you saying? All citizens have poisoned hearts? I don't believe that. I feel like they're just all afraid. It's because we're so dog eat dog on each other. And then we've got people like Zelensky who doesn't want to sign a peace treaty because they just want to send their people and invade other people because they didn't have all these countries back them up to keep Russia from invading them. And why? Why did you have to go through Italy and call yourselves Italian just to be able to get into Scotland? So that's not even honorable in its first place anyway. I didn't think the king would fucking have that happen. But I guess you did. Guess you're part of the shit that don't want to get fucking seen, aren't you? All them child trafficking in them ships. How many of y'all have paused y'all ships? Oh man, this fucking hilarious. But it's not. But it's not. Oh, but it's not. Oh my gosh. I mean, was Russia the only one keeping them at bay? Maybe I guess Russia should own y'all's asses because then maybe we wouldn't be going through invasions. I don't see no Russians over there. I don't see no Russians over here too much besides what the women we had. I don't see Russians being an issue when it comes to other countries, but I sure do see you, Ukraine. Pakistan, aren't you all around Russia? No wonder. Now I'm starting to understand why Russia wanted to own your ass. If you can't handle your country and making your country better without invading a bunch of other damn countries, I guess you shouldn't own a country now, should you? I think Putin's right. Afghanistan. Who who's over there next to Afghanistan? Is it China or is it Russia? Did Russia just go, okay, here, let me show you what I was doing because of these. Maybe that's why Russia was buddy buddy with freaking whoever stupid person they had freaking running USA. Maybe Russia was the one sitting here talking with USA on how to keep this from freaking happening. And yet USA is the one invading Russia. And then USA complains about the racism over there in Russia. But now I'm starting to understand what Russia knows. They're terrified. they don't want happening to their country, which apparently has been happening from Afghanistan, which apparently has been happening from Ukraine, and Ukraine want to sit there and freaking blame Russia and then get how many countries up against Russia when it was probably Zelensky's fucking fault in the first place? Why ain't they in France? Aren't you in Moscow, friends? Because I think y'all a little more than friends, to be honest. Why aren't your people in France? You had to go through Italy to get them in freaking Scotland. Why aren't your people with your little best friend, buddy, Moscow? You know, France won't be buddy and have Ukraine's back. How about you go and clean up what's going on with Scotland? How about you go and clean up what's going on with England, seeing how that's your best friend? I mean, Ukraine be playing with people's fucking lives while he thinks he's a freaking leader. If you were a real leader, your people would be in your country and you would be making your country better. Instead of overrunning other people's country like you want to sit there, Putin was doing that to me, but I'm going to turn around and do it to everyone else that was helping me. You just stabbed those countries back while you bitched about Putin doing it to you. Wow, you're honestly, out of all the fucking leaders, that's the most pathetic one out of them all, ain't he? My goodness, what a tower moment we have, don't we? How pathetic. You should have stepped down. When he said he was going to step down, oh, should I step down? Was that a trick? Was that a ploy? Bitch should have stepped the fuck down. You can't handle nothing if you're sending your people to another country. You are not a leader. At all. You a fucking bitch. I'm gonna cry about Putin. And then I'm gonna do the same thing Putin's doing to me because I'm a baby. I don't know how to run my own country. I should have stepped down and let France help us. Because what, did France say, no, you can't have your people over here? Is that why you went and sent them to Scotland? I don't even think Scotland had your back in this shit, and Scotland's getting hit. What? Oh my God. And you know what? I believe Scotland, Ireland, oh, see, I'm saying Scotland, Ireland. Excuse me, Ireland, because you're the video that I saw about this happening to. So Ireland, like, so let's see what else is going on about this tower. Oh, death. Oh, so that's the one that's going to be so freaking alone, huh? Everyone feels like a fool for backing this bitch up. Oh my God. What were you thinking? You had it all set up for yourself. You had it all set up and you just had to go and tank the shit out of it because everyone else does it. Where did you think you were going to get out of that? You're not ruling Scotland, Ireland. Excuse me, I keep doing that. You're not ruling Ireland. You're not even a prime minister of Ireland. So what's your point once you have no people there? Who are you going to rule? You know, some of these people said they've been there for about freaking 5 years. Last I knew, Russia and Putin, Russian and Putin, excuse me, Putin and Zelensky, this was happening 3 years ago. I guess you had a little more issues further than that before I saw, so maybe a year or two. You had sitting there guarding your border back and forth. So, okay, that sounds about right. It had to have been because of Ukraine and Russia's war. Or tiff. That wasn't even a war. That was a tiff. Putin could have blew you out the fucking water. But Putin had respect for the other countries, not understanding. That's what happened. Putin would put. You think you want? Oh my gosh. I mean, if you're having that much issues, you might as well had Putin freaking take over the country. If you're really having that much issues that you had to send your own people to another country, you might as well have had Putin own your country. And then go, hey, you have to take care of our people now, whatever you want to do. And you probably would have had to leave your own Ukraine country. But you're already doing that. So it's like, you're just not getting bullied where you're at. But I can't wait until those people freaking wake up. Because you're literally killing their culture off for your benefit. For your lack of leadership. For your lack of being a leader. And that's what Putin saw about you, okay? So how about we wake up and take consideration in that? All right. And Scotland, I think you need to start taking action. Not Scotland, excuse me, Scotland. I keep doing that. Ireland, I think you need to take up action before you lose your whole culture when it comes to your 800 people in this freaking town and you've got over thousands overtaking your country. Do you not care? Do you not care about your country? Because it's starting to show up to me. You don't care about your country and your people, Ireland, just as much as US doesn't care about their people. If not, maybe US doesn't care more, but yet at least they act like they care more. We had ICE. And as much as y'all don't like the issue about certain things when it comes to ICE, I don't like being left to die in a ditch just because a bunch of random people coming into my country, just like what's happening in Ireland. The natural like land of the people, the natives are dying because of you not knowing how to lead. Afghanistan not knowing how to do their own freaking shit. Why are you considered a country if you can't even take care of your own people? What countries are around you that actually has the funds and the means to be able to take care of your country? Because apparently you can't. So why are you considered a country? If you can't be a country, if you can't uphold your country's people, maybe you need to give your country up instead of invading a bunch of other different people. It sounds hard, but I'm a victim. Kind of what you're talking about. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Even though my dad is brown, I look white, and around here, you can't get a job doing the work I do. So even looking like you're from another culture, and see, that's one of the hard things when it comes to America, because technically we've almost completely killed out our natives. And we're not even giving the country back to our natives. And honestly, that's the number one thing we probably more than we should be doing as America. We should be giving our country back to our Native Americans. we should allow them to do what they feel is fitting for their own land that we stole from them. But I feel the Constitution is better in y'all's benefit when it comes for y'all having leaders. I feel like this Constitution does help y'all. Um, if it was handled correctly. I know the history in it. I know that it wasn't necessarily at first there to be there for y'all. But and if you're a generational type person, but see, that's why I feel the Native Americans should be the ones making these rules, because we need to be giving these countries back to the rightful natives. I mean, that's just how that's what's right. That's just what's right. Why should we feel like we're number one and yet we're the first ones to sit here and steal a whole country from natives? While we sit here and support each other doing that to each other. Like what's going on in Ireland and what they say is going on in England and Scotland, and y'all got a king. How come, like, I mean, literally, if a king says no, but why does the king have to wonder, or why does the king have to worry for its whole country of people to get mad at him for literally saving the culture of what he does in his own uh I mean, look at England. There's so much brick. There's like what like nature do you have left? And then you're going to have to destroy more of that nature because of all these flooding of people. I mean, that's rough. You've got this tower and this death card. I mean, this is part of this reading that or what you are capable of based on just the way you look. Yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm saying culture. Go back to culture. Care about your own culture. Care about the things. And I'm sorry, but like when it comes to, and I mean that's why the instead of the Native Americans being completely all the way at the bottom, they should be the ones on top. Um, as long as it's also, caring for your land, which they usually do. But y'all have y'all's casinos, but I felt like y'all were in a corner and you have these alcohol issues. But I feel like that's only because you've been caged into a corner, and I feel y'all deserve that opportunity to do what is rightfully owed. Um, for generations now, rightfully owed. And cleaning up the land how you see fit. I mean, it's hard because we would all have to come together to make sure no one's in this weird pitfall of things. Basically living in ditches, not being able to freaking, you know, that's what all of like all you rich countries. I get you want to own the land before you help the land, but that's very selfish. It's kind of how it got you in the position you're in now. But I get it. I understand the business understanding in this. Um, and I understand not giving so much to where your country ends up hurting, but Russia, damn, y'all like to a point the richest people in this whole fucking world. I mean, do you really need to be up there on a whole fucking golden platter while US's president acts like they're on one? I mean, and then you just sit there laughing. I don't understand how this makes this better for you because it makes y'all look like snubs. To be honest, okay, I'm literally just being honest and perspectives because I feel like we really need to be honest with ourselves too, and I'm fucking straight up honest. Okay, I'll sit here and tell you, no, I ain't got no real income. I can't freaking afford a roof over my own fucking head. But all the shamans you've seen in history, their communities take care of them. All the brews
are supposed to take care of your freaking virtues, and you don't. And you called yourself a brute. So y'all just as the rest of them. Sitting there using children, that's going against free will. That you have to have permission from an individual to do anything relating to magic. So for all you Satanists sacrificing children, you're just like a Christian. You're not even a real practitioner. You're a bastardized version of pissing Christianity off. Because the rules is respect of free will, especially children. Children are actually not even allowed to be involved unless it's a family type thing, and they can't even really truly be involved until they're 13, and even then they can't be involved like that. It's supposed to be a birthday and only like an awareness initiative thing. They can't even actually be involved in a circle. They can't be involved in any of it. And that is only like a kind of like how the Jews have like a birthday party of becoming a man at 13. Like they cut their penis. They fucking kill a chicken. I would think killing a chicken for something that you grew yourself, we've got plenty of them, is better than cutting your child's penis. Like if you put it at its basics, because you complicate it to make it cognitively acceptable. But if you don't forcefully, cognitively force yourself for it to be acceptable in your mind's understanding, you will then see it at its basic foundation of what it actually is. Okay? So this is why we have the Knight of Wands. Wow, y'all got one heck of a reading today. Go, y'all. Y'all doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. Thank you for hanging out and sitting here with me as we get through this reading. It is a very extensive reading. Drum hunt. I heard a guy ripping drums yesterday. He was inside a warehouse, couldn't hear clearly, but he was jamming. I love jamming on the drums like that. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I know Wipeout Philippine. Pardon the pun. I don't feel like the Philippines should be wiped out. I mean, if you can't handle your own country, I feel like China has the right to own you because they have to pay for everything you need. But at the same time, that's no different than slavery. And then you're just going to force them into very harsh working conditions because you have to support their means. And just because they've been cornered to have to deal with a lot of human trafficking shit, because they're islands, I mean, like, not all of that is their fault. A lot of that, they really have no choice in the matter. And if they were treated better than living scum, that, I mean, like, and that's why you have so much animosity when it comes to Ukraine and probably Afghanistan, in my opinion, because you treat them less than. And if they had that respect, maybe they wouldn't have been so mongrelous the way they are. I mean, I thought, you can have really good people out of excruciatingly horrible situations. You really can. I mean, look at me. I'm an example of that. And you can ride my hind tail all you want to try to dig any kind of dirt on me. You're not going to find anything I didn't say myself. promise you. I put my shit out there because when you're that transparent, they don't question you. They can see everything you say. You don't even have to speak because your actions then speak for you. And that's what that means. But you can't sit there and say, oh, my actions will speak for me, or da da da. You still running your mouth and not even putting actions behind it. Or you're putting the wrong hypocritical actions, like Zelensky, allowing his people to go and invade other freaking, places. Do you still have issues? Are you still, you had a bunch of countries sit here back you up. I thought your issues was done when it comes to your country, but you still got your other people, you still got your people up everywhere. Afghanistan, what the hell's your problem? Why you got people over there? Because you don't want Russia taking care of your little happy asses? You want to go and kill off a whole fucking nation's locals. Pakistan. You're saying I thought you were someone that, but you know what? We get tricked. Word indeed, right? And this is why all of us countries should be connected with each other. Your citizens should be connected with each other too. Because this lack of understanding in cultures, this lack of being able to communicate with each other easily, with the translations going on, the fact that they have to work so hard at having to translate things when we've got so much AI. You can have this done for them, but you don't want them to understand each other. So how are any of y'all leaders? Leaders work together for the better of their people and their land. The better, not for total annihilation. And then call yourself a leader. Bitch, you a tyrant. A manipulating one at that. Done lost all respect for you. It makes me wonder what you were doing to pick at Putin so much that he was at your border going, what you playing with me for? How many countries did you piss off once they started finding out the truth? Yes, Pakistan. Pakistan too, there are people over there. A lot of them. They have Ukrainians working over there with all these hotels that not open to the public, but there's really no hotel you can actually stay in. Every one of their hotels are while Scotland's people are left to the streets. But just same thing happened here in US. You get all these fucking people motels, you give them all food, and then you don't give us our food. You don't give us our motel or hotel or this, that, and another. And we did so much for our countries. How much you want to bet even Scotland or Ireland did so much for their countries too. And you leave them to die. Because I guess Ukraine's people, Pakistan's people, Afghanistan's people, Somalia people are all more important in other people's country than your own, and fixing your own damn country and getting a handle on your own freaking people. And UK, what have you done in history as to why this became your karma? I don't know, maybe you went and rummaging through all of everyone's freaking sacred artifacts. Should probably go and make that right. You went and stole the whole freaking, you allowed all your rebels. You went, we don't want to deal with you. Go steal someone's country. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm in USA. This is how I know shit like this is going on in USA. I'm just shocked it's being allowed to go on in other countries because I've been talking about this shit. I'm surprised Scotland or people on yeah, why hasn't Scotland people of Scotland been talking about this on BIGO? Like I've met people from Scotland on BIGO or from Ireland on BIGO. Like, why aren't they talking about this? Why aren't they going on? I don't know, maybe y'all freaking entrap them. They can't do nothing about it. They can't stand up for themselves. That's what's happening in America. I'm getting going to jail just for standing up for myself, being neglected by my own damn country that wants to sit there and be nothing but fucking human traffickers. And the president's the issue? It's your whole fucking system. People, all of the people who are running the system right now, they are nothing but a human trafficking ring. That makes me question you, Ireland. Like, why are you allowing this to your people? Because you know what the result is. The core issue is the leaders. That's what I found out about USA. Is that why you're going through what you're going through? All right. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Because this was one heck tower moment, death into actions. This is a night. All right. So let's see what our energies are moving forward, please. Because it feels weird that I have to sit here and talk about nations and nations' leaders in readings as we're all sitting here watching locals or natives of countries dying off or trying to invade other countries because they have an issue with their land that they don't want to fix. They too lazy, apparently. You're too lazy to do something about your own country. That's how pathetic of leaders you are. Afghanistan, Ukraine, Africa, you might want to go get your people. Hungarians, where is Hungarians? I mean, why do y'all have leaders if you don't want to sit here and make your land better for your citizens? That is why you are a leader. You should not be a leader if you are not making your land better for your people, your local people, your natives, your culture. Care about your culture. I'm not saying be racist. I'm saying care about your culture. And be caring about your culture and your nation's people and them being neglected is more important than a bunch of random freaking people that don't know how to take care of their own people in their country but want to create war. Right, Zelensky? But want to create war because you don't know how to care about your own people in your own country and making your country better without sitting there creating fucking war. Okay, so there isn't an. Oh, someone just shoved a stick up someone's ass so fucking hard. Oh no, I gotta put out the other truth. Backing up a little too far. This is getting good. I like this energy. This is getting real good. Alright, so when y'all got a leap of faith here? Queen of Cups. What you got going on, Queen of Cups? So you got feminines of specific countries. Oh, y'all watching, huh? And you're seeing the ties, the connections, and oh, it's very hard for y'all because of this This language block. I swear those leaders that do that for on purpose, because why else would there be YouTube videos certain countries can see and others can't? Why do we have red rooms part of a natural function? Why do we have a fucking black worm GPT when Chat GPT was already creating people to commit suicide? And you go and create a dark web version. The fucking worm. It's the fucking dark worm. It's not a snake, it's a worm. To spy. And that's what makes you a horrible leader of a nation. That's why you're called a ruler. And rulers break. I love my jokes. But oh, that was a good one. Oh yeah, I love my jokes. That was a good one. All right. Someone's waiting for someone's ships to come in. Oh, because they feel bound right now. They're like, okay, you're just waiting for this right time, right timing, and then it's done for. This emperor's about to reveal some shit. Oh, it's full on justice now. Someone's about to get their fucking hiney ranted at them. They're about to go through it. You're gonna have so many people from so many angles. Oh, and it's full justice too. You're going to have it at every fucking angle. Just so you know to never try no one like this ever again. They will honor the peace, but they will not honor the status. You may have just lost everything. Oh my gosh. And other countries are agreeing. Dude, you should have never did what you did. Some people are not going to like what Russia's about to do. You had it coming for you. And he's going to prove every aspect of it, too. I tell you what. Oh, man, this is sun. Straight up, this is... Dang. This is, that's just straight up full hand arcana right there. Besides this Four of Pentacles. That Four of Pentacles is going to get released. There was something being held back. Some of you, it was a heavy opportunity. And everything flips right in your hands in your favor because you literally illuminated the crap out of the unfoldment that justice should have had. And it literally is like this emperor on top. And you got the sun. You have the hermit and justice. I mean, you are going to have quite a bit on your side with this. Um, and I feel like a lot of the people involved are going to say you're not going to have a say. You already chose your say. Oh man, this is going to just, this is going to make someone mental breakdown. They're going to mentally just break. Oh, they may get dangerous. Oh, Putin knows. That's why you got a rating. Okay. All right. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. So a difficult decision in this juggling. Okay, yeah. I mean, that is a difficult decision. You're really taking on a lot more responsibility. And you already have a hell of it. And that's why everyone respects you the way they do. In spite of. Well, I guess you had to go through the darkest tunnel to be seen as the brightest star, man. You know what it's like. I've been through it. You know what it's like, yo. Ten of Wands, the burdens, the truth of the burdens, all of it being revealed. That's why it's one heck of a tower, straight up into the death card. This Queen of Cups. Something about this Queen of Cups. The truth. Seven of Wands. That's victory. And lies and sneaky behavior. That does not sound good. About this manipulating third-party energy. Was this your medium? Mm. Russia don't be like wimpy at all. I mean, if you really watch certain things and he's very conservative about his own freaking thing. That's why I feel like you have an issue when it comes to racism in your freaking place. But I understand you probably have had a lot of issues tied to American people being outrightly obnoxious. Um, but that doesn't make it right, beating the shit out of fucking each other just because you in each other's countries. But I mean, I guess that person was trying to stay because as in a sense of refugee from here, United States. I mean, you got people doing it to us, and so what makes you think that now we don't need it? Okay. There is juggling and all the papers are being brought out. And if you're not bringing out papers, they're going to question you. And this doesn't seem good. The more violence you put into this, the more violence you're going to grow out of this. The more collaborations in harmony with other countries and realizing everything that's going on and what it's doing and what your lack of collaborations are doing, and what happens when you've got someone like that sitting there spreading a bunch of lies. So all these things are going to be taken in consideration. And no, I don't feel this is over. Everyone's going to have to take their own paperwork, their own proof, sit here and actually stop invading each other, care about each other's cultures, your leaders actually care about what the fuck's going on. That's extremely very neglectful. How can you call yourself a leader if you're neglecting your own people? That's probably what Putin was saying when it came to Ukraine, but then I don't all the way know. We don't have all the papers out. You can't just trick half of a world over here and the other half of the world. Oh my gosh, I feel like in kindergarten. He took my beard. He hit me. He tried to come over to my table. He crossed my line. Oh my gosh, are y'all in kindergarten? I need a home. It's a part of our constitutional right to have a home. But yeah, you're giving homes all to these random people that don't even want to fix their own country. I know. It ain't right, is it? No. It's being murderous. And we don't want to call that an invasion. No, we just want to tell y'all we can't help you because we're doing a good thing and using our heart to help these people because they really need it. We help them with a green card. We help them with a job. Well, I don't know why your locals are on the freaking streets. If you help people with a job, why ain't you helping your locals with a job? It's more important for them to have a job, for them to have food, and all your actual native people to freaking die off, huh? Right, Ireland. Right, Italy, because you allowed them to go right through Italy to be able to be called Italians to move into a whole nother country. This makes me question you, France. What are you doing? Besides the crazy freaking child sacrificing of fountains you've got going on at your fountain of youth. And someone a cannibalist over there. Someone who overlooks that land is a cannibalist. As we move forward, Animals of the West. Okay. Here we go. Information. Children found. That definitely keeps coming up. Children found, and there's a lot of movement, a lot of taking action. Someone gets found out about this. Ooh, this probably has to do with this Queen of Cups over here. I would not doubt this. Tribe leaders of the East. Tears and gifts. And new start and healing. See, we do have this new start and healing and shifting through. It doesn't seem like it's going to pitfall into anything worse, even though someone truly wants to do it. But someone else is going to fucking stop it. It's like, oh, someone wants someone's heart. That's and respect. Heart and respect. That's cute. That's cute. Human-made disaster. Healing this human-made disaster, the king. War. The king's at war with the prime. Is it France? East has secret plans. Turning ships. I thought y'all were turning those ships around. Fights. Oh, y'all. I know y'all listening. Hold on. I want to see. I want to see what the emperor got going on. You are the emperor. Because I remember in the readings, the emperor was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna step back. Emperor got out of it. Oh snap! Now emperor is like, okay, y'all see what happened. Now I'm getting back into it. Ah man, y'all just got bitch slapped. Oh my gosh, that's freaking hilarious. That's hilarious. This motherfucker stepped back and y'all got bitch slapped. And he's like, all right, y'all ready to fix this shit? Y'all ready to go down? That's freaking great. Oh my goodness. Secret plans of the South come out again. USA. USA has secret plans tied to the South. There's a rejection of holding it back. Oh, someone wasn't sure. They're like, hold on now. Oh, you're too confused. Yeah, paused. President. Ending the disaster. Well, this turned into something positive. This is one positive shift. Is it really true? One person can really make a difference in the world for the better, for positive, for everyone? Really? Is that really possible? This is a long time coming. Loyalty, family death energy tied to an official. Cuba, you have some balancing and changes you got going on. It didn't seem very bad of a shift. It definitely feels collaborational shift. 12 traditions. I feel like your group leader, okay, because there really is a difference between nation leaders and group leaders. Your group, you are learning from mistakes of other leaders. So you are now reforming yourself as a better group leader. Because I feel like you really don't want the role of a higher needed leader, but you are accepting the role that you are given as a group leader. And with the shift of this higher aspect leadership, you are also shifting yourself into this higher aspect of leadership with your group, because it's just because you agree. That's all that is. Just because you agree. That's it. That is it. And that's how you talk. Because I agree, and that's how we doing it. Look at you. Look at you. Okay. It's about time you leaders are stepping up. Okay. All right. Now, instead of just seeing it here, let's see that unfold out there. All right. So far, it's apparently y'all doing good. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Masons. Anyway, I will show y'all that. Yes. Masons enemy. Okay. All right. I'm glad this got replays. This was a trippy reading. Mason's enemy, harmful intent. Shaman intuition, dragon suspicious. Ocean, plant, air, justice, uncomfortable unicorn attachments. Australia. Man, Australia getting their game up too. I tell you what, there's 60 minutes of Australia. Y'all got it going on with that 60 minutes thing. I dig it. I dig it. Australia got some smart people over there. I tell you what, because Australia really paying attention. Our human behavioral smart. Y'all really good. Y'all really good, Australia. Y'all, that's what it is. Y'all behavior smart. Street smart is what they would really call it, but it's intricate behavior recognition analysis. Um, you can recognize the unfoldment patterns of cause and effects and behavior. This is why maybe you even to a point got confused and was wondering, whoa, what is going on? Like it wasn't what it seemed like in the beginning. And now all of this is coming out and you feel bad. But at the same time, you are giving yourself that nurturement and understanding. That's really good. That's good. That's why I have this cocoon energy. I feel like Africa, you're doing it too. You may actually go and research into some of this stuff and going, this actually, um, there shouldn't, but I'll go look into it. I feel like Africa, you're right there with Australia about some of these things. You just wasn't sure who to trust either. I think Australia and Africa just was not sure who to trust around them because they've been fucked up by everyone. The North, okay. So the North are also coming into this huge perspective, bigger picture. I see you of the North, the continentally of the North, or it could also mirror in the same aspects when it comes to the north of the United States as well. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Um, Fountain of Youth and the North. So y'all are coming together with y'all's evidence and letting go certain things and coming into common grounds. There's some information being revealed also about gifts of sabotage tied to a grandfather. So y'all are, yes, y'all are coming. I see taking your papers and all y'all laying this shit out. I'm even seeing Italy doing it, going, okay, we don't want this anymore either. We just waiting for it to be spoken about because we don't like getting in the middle of it. Maybe that's why you have more Moscow kind of like representing y'all more than anything. And I apologize for pronouncing that wrong. Um, I feel like it was a long time coming. It was really hard. I feel like you went through a mental break before. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of heartbreak. Oh, you found out you were lied to a lot. That's deep. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for what it is because it just overwhelming on me. Like I want to sit here and cry. Whoever this is really hitting home with, and you're sitting here just crying with Pete here. I see the card. It's going to be okay. Allow yourself to mourn. Um, and just know you're gonna do better, and you see things better, and you grew in that because something about this is so heartbreaking that it feels like someone was so tricked it made them fall apart. emotionally. And they had to go talk to someone that they kind of at least a little bit trust. Oh. And then others of you, there's this getting through a family death. Some of you, it's like this heavy, a lot of information being revealed, and it brought you a lot of heartbreak. And that is what you're pulling yourself out of. Once you give yourself that appropriate time, okay? Because if you don't, it gets suppressed. It turns into resentment. It turns into a lot. Okay, so you're gonna have to mourn it. Okay. Scotland energy of protection, crane, pair, fully faith, devil card, temptation, attachments, trust, official, magician, Australia, games, food, 180, no turkey, fire, East, Taiwan, relationships, court, weight, ancestors, outlaw, inside John, judgment of the West. Okay. I want to clarify this move over here. This action, leap of faith, and move. Human-made disaster with this war underneath here. It says prime minister. So instead of a president, it would be a prime minister. Because I have president, which is damn near over here, the end of the disaster, and then you've got the prime minister. Yeah, human-made disaster. Creating war. That's starting to sound like the Aquarius. You got Aquarius on top of Aquarius over here. I should say Aquarius and Gemini. More than likely is probably what that one is, or that could be no, because Putin's a prime minister. I'm pretty sure the other guy considers himself, maybe he considers himself a president. Probably not for you. Not sure. There is a star card, probably Aquarius. There's this element of confused plant group collaborations, caution with the star card, and judge food, Italy. Breakup plant, tower tied to Mexico. Yeah, well, what about this move over here with this cat, space kitty? The world changing, the world is a vampire. Our humans, our officials are vampires and werewolves. But the vampires are the worst. This poor deck. Poor deck. Okay. Earth. Found children, Earth, gangsters, move, hangman, sacrifice, perspective. Leap of faith, Australia. Magician, official, listening and watching, tied to the mob, trust, tears and gifts. Children found coming out. That kept coming out heavily too yesterday. Gifts and tears of vulnerability, fullness and fulfillment, new in the healing, lion, Hierophant teachings, traditions, bad. War. Wheel of Fortune, destiny. What about this end game president, 2313? End game disaster. The end disaster. The end game disaster president. You got it. Ukraine 2313 change snow. What was this pause of the South? Greenland, animal omens, water. What's going on? You having water issues? Because test the water and test the dirt kept coming up. What is snow? Then you got samurai cat, pure intent, the hunt. Someone hiding? Oh no, the hunt when it comes to children. Ice, air, test of loyalty. Tribe, caged, Canada, actions, divine love, harmony, confused. Lie about a stone. Stone lies, protection. High priestess, star, west, social media. Full drugs, fire, east, Taiwan. Caution, Germany. 12 principles, mental break of the south and the north. With a wild card about attachments and adversarial energy being judged of work, slavery, breaking up, embezzlement, transformation, the boss winning, Bloodroot's court. Okay, so I'm gonna bring out them papers too. I'm gonna bring out them papers. South going through a mental break, a dark mental break, fire of the west. Ooh. Yeah, some people are about to just emotionally fall apart, and it's okay. Give yourself that time so it doesn't fuck you up emotionally in the head. You're gonna have to allow yourself that morning, or else the suppression is literally a buildup of a lot of what this happens, and it's like that build up until boom, and that's how you have your whole chaos tower. Human Cuba, not for use. Involvement, food, cuffs. All right, time for still food here again. Mexico, embezzlement, 180. Because of dark temptations, nature disaster. Tibet, medium, lost, moth, physical move, crown. Okay. Where's the other deck? Oh. Let me just. No cat. Okay. Okay, nature disaster, 12 traditions. What's this tower energy with this death card? With the earth here and children found? Trust, mob, listen and watching. True love artist. Artist of true love. Literally. Like, this is listening and watching to an artist of true love. Gangsters and hangman of perspective. This is a very karmic male. Vulnerables and tears of gifts into healing, basically allowing yourself to go through that tears of mourning. It is a gift into healing. And you've got the Matrix. Oh yeah, that's seeing things you did not see before. Coming into conclusions, I do see the Ouroboros in your energy, so with the rich pain game. And human remains. Oh my god. Confused about the human remains and acts when it comes to this tribe. Hiding. Cowboy hiding. Secret plans. Because they have secret plans. Is that why on BIGO I saw Port St. Lucie? This is starting to make me feel very off. Like, Port St. Lucie and Martin County have got some serious rough things going on that I don't know why y'all keep coming out. Everything happens for a reason. New house. Are they hiding a new house? Where it's real green. Yeah, they've got a lot of land and haven't really been overly too much developed over there in St. Lucie, where there's a lot of that stuff right there off of Martin County kind of line. And you had a lot of people running from Palm Beach going into St. Lucie too. And apparently you had a lot of people building up your community there and people moving there all the way from other countries too into really nice kind of golf looking community, like play golf type looking community. Brave new home. What secret plan are you hiding? It almost doesn't feel, well, it does have harmony and harmful intent. New home use. See, it doesn't feel, it almost did not feel like running boundaries, lawsuit, trusting older male, and come copycat trick, family, death, kids. The karmic boss. Yeah, success and harmony. That's exactly what it's saying. Success and harmony. Y'all really pick up your fucking, you, excuse my language. Y'all really pick up y'all's game. We're really gonna have to clean up the internet too. That's why I don't understand how we got so many smart hackers, so many smart people that can't literally cognitively think on this type of level like me for the better of everyone instead of sitting here being exactly like the people that go and try to scam. Like, oh, we're doing it to the rich, so it's okay. This is why I let go admiring Catwoman, because Catwoman, you didn't fix anything but create more crime. It says Harley Quinn's a president. What? President, pure intent, cat, air, eyes, children, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. Someone sees someone as a Harley Quinn. That is wild. Someone truly sees someone as a Harley Quinn. NASA. NASA sees this person as straight up Harley Quinn. That's fucking funny. What? Upgrading life. The truth of upgrading an upgrade in life. Searching. Park ranger is searching for this farmer's food. or something tied to a farmer, searching a specific farmer tied to food. It has to be, oh man, we got clarifying the rich pain gain. We got a bad firefighter, siren men. But don't forget, you got slender men in the woods, and the slender men are the people that are addicted to drugs and live in the woods and don't eat very much and are really dirty and slender. And they do live in the woods. That's why I stayed out of the woods. That's why when I was homeless, I was living on sidewalks. Because, yeah, you do have slender men there, and they are addicts. They are addicts, and they'll do anything for drugs. They will. They'll do anything for their drugs. And I suppose that includes kidnapping people off of a sidewalk. So, never mind Catwoman. Add the joke. Never mind Catwoman. Animal omens and justice. Bail. Inner knowing, revealing, correct grandfather, letting go, fountain of youth. There's two different levels of this. Good professor, trusting older male. I don't think. I feel like you may be professor like. Teacher, you are a teacher. You are professor like. You're teaching. You're teaching. That's what brought you success. Because you are learning from this artist of love and learning from this karmic energies, and you're teaching. You're teaching what you learned from this artist of love. You have not only comprehended, you have integrated your expansion really good, apparently without really too much knowing, but you know, and have started teaching it. That is full acknowledgement of full circle Ouroboros in solidification of integration. Good job. You figured out solidification of integration. And then it involves teaching. It does, because that shows how solidified you are in the comprehension of your integration of your growth, of the integration of your growth. Excuse me. Yeah, restructuring. Yeah, community restructuring and falling in love. The whole community fell in love with this whole thing. Oh my goodness, that's wild. It really did get positive. This got really good, okay? It's weird, how much positive climbing I'm actually seeing y'all's energies moving. I'm very proud of all of y'all, actually. Being able to get through my mother scolding, motherly scolding. Oh man. Okay. I was a little bit worried, but it looks like things are so revealed that everyone's coming into grounded terms about things, even with differences. That's a long time coming. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got. Little papers going on here. If you want to take off with this reading, keep it as positive as possible, and just, just claim this as your own, by all means do so. Please stop right here. The papers get weird and they get kind of left field. So the papers, I would say, take with a grain of salt. and this will be pretty much your reading. So, for those of you that do want to watch some papers for entertainment purposes only and get what you get out of it, whatever you get out of it, that is on you, okay? So, I'm going to clean this up a little bit more though. Okay. Oh. Looks good. Oh man, this actually looks pretty good. Okay. But I've seen that before, and then something goes freaking sideways. Don't look too much like it's gonna go all the way sideways. Okay, there's this energy of a karmic male succeeding in checkmating Harley Quinn. Okay. Karmic male ends up checkmating the Harley Quinn. CIA. Party. Upgrade in life. Lawsuit. So someone's going to end up going into a lawsuit. A personal investigator, police officer with a peace contract with this artist of true love, and a bad firefighter. Oh, someone gonna be freaking suing the shit out of the fire department. And the cops, oh, the police force is backing their hands out of it. You ain't getting us into this. We know the chick. Or male, whoever you are. We know that person. You ain't playing us into this. That's freaking great. Oh my gosh, and rare. So this police department, even on top of that, knows they're a zebra. It knows what happens when you fuck with a zebra. When it comes to disabilities claims, dude, you. Gosh, okay. I'm just gonna put it back up. We were trying to get into papers. Apparently, that was a mini message that wanted to come out. So, a whole fire department, community reconstruction, a whole fire department got fucked. Success. The PI's secret from overseas. The grandmother. Damn. Success over the trickstery of cloning famous people and kids. And there's kids. Okay. I'm gonna put the cards down. I'm gonna put the cards down. Why would you eat animal, baby? I mean, I guess I eat eggs. It's not a fertilized animal, baby. I eat lamb. I guess that they can do that. I mean, like, I eat meat because I have specific conditions when it comes to folic acid. I can't transmutate folic acid, and meat seems to be like the main thing. I ain't got to worry too much about it until I can get a nutritionist to help me with this freaking crazy thing, and getting that is like freaking a needle in a haystack. And our medical field's freaking collapsing anyway. So, because I guess killing people is more important than caring about our nation's people. To have people to kill people with. And then let them rot and die when they get back. Oh man. Anyway, I'm putting these up and I'm getting papers. I'm reminding myself, y'all. Because I do have a very, I get scatterbrained a little bit. But I know where I'm going. I may have to go through a few U-turns here and there. That's about it. That's great. Great. Ancestors having your back when it comes to a physical move. Yay! All right. Okay, I can't wait to have my own space and make my own income. Start living my own life. I don't feel I've ever been able to do that. Ever. Besides, if you want to count sidewalks, that's independence, even though I got a roof over my head. It's having, in a way, control of my own life without all, besides having to deal with all these freaking officials and police being freaking pricks and resources act. Oh, you need resources. No, you just want me out of your sight so I don't sit here and keep protesting. And then you're going to arrest me for freaking protesting my rights as you just neglecting the disabled onto the streets, neglecting your geriatrics to die on the streets. I've constantly seen that. Constantly in Florida. Florida, you're a shithole. You need a new governor. You need a new state governor. You need new governors of the cities too, because they're fucking heartlessly, fucking ridiculously cold and fucked up. And you're giving all of our homes to all these random freaking people that don't even know how to have English and work in our freaking country. I'm not saying they can't be here at all. All I'm saying is not out of the expense of our own freaking nation's people. We come first, and then if we can help you, we will help you. You are not more important than the people that's already been here, put time into this country, served this country, literally slept on sidewalks for this country. Did you? No, the fuck you didn't. Why do you deserve more than us? Why does murderers in prison deserve more than the people on your freaking streets? Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I guess that's the way of the Democrats, huh? That's the way of not being equally balanced, and all y'all just want to sit here and fight and bitch about being a Democrat or a liberal. You're ridiculous. You need a balance of both. Are y'all dumb? It's a serious question. Are you? Do you really know how to handle a nation with health and positive functionalities of your whole nation instead of just to make your ass rich? Do you know how to actually be a responsible leader than to sit here and allow Epstein to live and his whole island be protected? No, y'all should be excavating the shit out of it, breaking it down to 100 million pieces and reconstructing the land to its normal, to its, back to its normal way. Wow, this must all be a part of your freaking readings. Physical move, haunted tower. The crown, inside job, judgment, and renewal of purpose. Fear the emperor. Oh, everyone fears that emperor. Everyone. Besides little old me. Because if you want to kill little old me, I'm done being here on Earth. So, have fun. Because I couldn't do it. And neither could anyone else that tried to get rid of me on the freaking streets. Because I'm sure they tried. And I don't know how many times. Only the PIs and police officers are going to know how many times. Overseas. Alright. So, we're going to have Energy 1. And for those of you that was able to be patient through all of that just to be here for the papers, thank you for your patience. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more to come. See, once again, 7 of Swords is lies and sneaky behavior, strength, 5 of Swords, about a project falling apart tied to a temperance. The Sagittarius. Oh, y'all are gonna be able to talk again, aren't y'all? Because it was that bitch in the middle keeping y'all from fucking talking, huh? Because he's nothing but a pussy whip bitch, huh? Guess he don't deserve to be a leader. Look at what the fuck he did to that country. And it's so small. But I guess you're so proud of yourself to go and ruin Ireland. Completely fucking ruin Ireland. Should have never allowed your people to be there. Then I wouldn't be able to say nothing about you, Ukraine, Pakistan. Afghanistan. Ten of Swords, betrayal. I thought so. Slow and easy coming burdens of the betrayal in Nine of Wands. Someone is so up in their heart and head and falling apart. Oh, easy does it. Easy does it. I know it hurts. Easy does it. It's not easy to be emotionally fucking hurting. Easy goes. And this is a lot of this is overseas. You have overseas boss over here. Alien, probably an alien overseas boss, because apparently we really do have aliens living amongst us. And I thought, I thought this was one of those illusional things. I don't think it is. Oh, thank you. Don't worry about much, love. So who loves you, baby? What? And you hear rats taste like pork. Okay. I wouldn't know. I would allow myself to starve to death before I do that. Because why would I want to live just to do that? No, try again. Don't think so. All right. So we have hole in the ground by tree in the forest, sabotage planning 713. 7 and a 13. Gators, sounds like Florida. Classic. Classic. Red. Not. Do not. Red. Do not. Classic red rooms. Straight. Ice cream tunnels. Oh my gosh. 9. Fake. 1. Mushroom cloud. So y'all really going through seeing mushroom clouds? For real? And new pandemic, I saw that. Is it that disease synchronicities of the new pandemic coming in? Poison. Poison in food? That one keeps coming out. That keeps coming out. Oh, man. Without the storms and rain, life would cease to be. Kidneys. Dark hair. That's interesting because we kept having light hair coming out. Human remains, 16. 12. Electric. Waterfront. Communications hidden. I'm hearing hidden chat box. The Go, Abandoned Mall, Heat, Self Work, Week, Lakeland, 5, Liberty, Home Grab, 12, Sexual Abuse, Yellow, New, Book, Castle, Silent, Numbers Are Rising, Gun, It's a Bank Owner, Panama City Beach, Money, Win, Foggy. I love it. I love how different it is every time I do this. How it just makes out a whole freaking weird thing. All right. Cowboy hat. What can you appreciate in this moment? Animal Triple X, Flying, Secret Rooms, Hidden Doors, Time 2 Below. Hidden, meaning hidden, hidden, hidden. Female egg theft, Instagram, Facebook warehouse, abused, underground bunkers. FBI, observer, AIDS, digging it up now, left, alien, the files, the state governor, green, Little St. James, Jennings State Forest, true, telepathic, 35 to 45 Lake Cities, to BIGO, Coke, Maxwell, Murder for Hire, Time Traveler, Truck, Keys, Keychain, look more. There's keys and keychain. Hot, Warehouse, Hawaii, Dark Web Box, Missing, Birthday, Ask Them Why, Brother. Someone may find out that their brother is actually gone through a dark web box. Because their keys and keychain is going to be in the dark web box. And some of them, and the Masons, I feel, possibly created this dark web box thing. Or they just found out one of their brothers from Freemasons ended up in a dark box. And you know what it means to, with your belongings, to end up in a dark box. You've probably been eaten, quite literally, by the elites. Been eaten. Over losing battle. Someone speaking to someone from the dead. I tell you what, oh boy, you probably shaking in your boots right now. Holy cow, because I feel it. Perfect. Oh, shit. This life is a gift. Oh damn. They are gun honing on you, whoever it is from the dead. Liquor, propaganda, cross, cigarettes, white. Murder evidence, 15. Travel, purple. Psychology, area 51, true info. Ant, screaming, under Microsoft Online, lockdown, blocked, food store. Clones of famous people, miles out, cabinet, burgers, fake death, personal ambulance, wrong turn, end, YouTube, ships. On top of hidden bodies, safe. You. Oh, I'm safe. Light hair. Female. Property. Spiritual temple. Music. Oh my gosh, that just got weird. Okay. Man, these spirits really want to be talking. They really want to talk right now. Oh man. The bathroom, state forest, quarantine, Mason, statue pointing the way, convention center, wood, animals, trailer, integrity driving, sweetheart deal, Japan women, 11, high school, honor, you are unlimited, a plug, a wire up, Microsoft, space aliens, multiple space aliens, 14, South Dakota, few months, 2019, 8, fake files, fire department, PRA Meg. 2. Hidden Protection Pokemon Go. Trust the water. Warehouse Show. Pandas. The Rich Pain Game. Happy. Baby Making Cattle. Father. Public Land. Communication. Swift, fast communication of a medical collapse. Incinerator. Walking away. Pink. 4. Writing the mind. Trees. Cops. Publish. Homeless. Chosen one. Together. Jesus visitor. Church. Texas. Watching you. Missouri. Sophia. California. Juice. Surprise. Leverage. 1821. TikTok. Being released. Nicotine vapes. Bear Run Attic. Hidden Burial Land. Excited VIP members. Blood. Hidden bank account cut. Ask yourself why was the hidden bank account cut? Oh, this has a lot to do with BIGO and Instagram. And Facebook warehouse. Not even Facebook warehouse. Misleading information. Dark web shoes. Taylor Swift. Michael Jackson. Dang. Car garage building, like a building of a car garage building. Mother, me, stop. Suspicious dirt, marriage, actor, now. AC, Twitter, X, explosion. What? Down, gas station, switch, Facebook, cloning ranch, human cloning ranch, human cloning ranch. Rainstorm. Walking. Yes. Loyalty. Probably has a loyalty tattoo. Teacher. Horses. Office. Tom Ford. Did you figure it out? You've got evidence? Lake. No. Wait. Spirits. Still missing something. Thumbnail. Engage. Fight. Okay, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Wow, we are almost at 3 hours. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching all the way up to this point, especially for those that you have sat here with me and watched all the way up to this point. Greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You never know who else that'll see this and be able to help them as well. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.